All right. We are live. Everything looks good. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Unconventional Mindset. Happy Wednesday, I think. Yeah, no. Today's Wednesday. Wednesday, yeah, because tomorrow is the 1st, which is Thursday. Yeah, February. All right. Today, what are we going to do? We're going to jump right back into Figma, and we're going to start, we're designing. Because what are we doing? We're building or we're designing Webflow components for our Webflow component library, which is one of the businesses that we're doing that's going to hopefully generate us $1 million in revenue every single year. Keep saying it long enough, maybe at one point it'll be true. I didn't start my comments here. Kevin, what's going on? Welcome. Let's see if I can, oh shit, what did I do? Escape. Copy that, put that in there. I think. There we go. Comments coming in. There we go. Howdy. It sounds like Woody the sheriff. Anxiously waiting for UPS to deliver my new watch. Missed them yesterday. Oh, that is the most annoying thing when you miss a delivery, especially when it's something that you really, really want that you've been looking forward to for a long time. And then they don't leave it on your, wherever you are, your porch or your in front of your house or what have you. And they don't drop it off somewhere where you can just go pick it up, like at the post office or what have you. So yeah, well, hopefully it comes in. Okay, is it like an Apple Watch? Don't say, it's an Apple Watch, isn't it? Don't say it's an Apple Watch. Oh man. All right. So yeah, building company. So one thing that's been on my mind here, actually, probably since yesterday, I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about the first launch of Piixel Pieces. We have it open right now for people to come in and test, which I appreciate everyone that has gone in and tested everything. Yes, it is. It's okay. We all can't have, the best style. So, current one's from 2019 and the battery won't last for long. Oh yeah, need a replacement. Oh yeah, half marathon. Yes. How's the training going? Hopefully it's going really well. Actually, Andrew and I were just talking about people talking about training for half marathons and how there's so many conflicting information out there of, you got to train like this, you got to eat this, you got to do this. And we're just like, just do what works for you. Everyone's different and everybody trains differently. And as long as you feel good and you're enjoying what you're doing, having fun out there. I should do a half marathon. I want to do those like obstacle course runs. Those ones are really, really cool. Almost like stuff like they do like in the army or the Rangers or whatever. So far, so good. Did an 11-mile run this past weekend. 11 miles. So that's like, what's that, like 14, 15 kilometers? Something like that. Oh, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. That's a long run. Races in March. So I think I'm on pace. Oh, I'm on pace. No pun intended. Oh, yeah. If you're doing 11 miles, because what's half marathon? 22 or 21? Because what's a full marathon? It's like 24 miles? Oh, I can't remember now. No. Is it 48? Oh God, I should know this. 26.2. Yeah. Right. So 13.1. Yeah. So if you did an 11-mile run, then yeah, you're good to go for March. Sam, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. What are we building today? We are building components within Figma, but specifically, which ones are we going to do? I'm not sure which ones we're going to focus on. So I'll just go what I worked on yesterday. So, I was on a little bit of a, not a rant, but just thinking about what I want to do for Piixel Pieces in launching. So it's available right now for people to kind of just test out. But I wanted to launch this Monday, but it's not going to happen. But for sure, I want to launch the Monday after that, which is the not the 5th, but it's going to be the 12th. So I've been having in my mind where I was checking out kind of the competition, I guess you can say, and how they have like thousands of components. And I'm like, kind of getting a little bit bogged down in the sense of there's so many components to build, and there's only one of me, and it's like I can't compete on that level in terms of just pumping out that many components. And if I try to sit here and design, I'm never going to launch. So I have to put in my head that, okay, I'm going to design up until probably on Sunday, and then whatever stuff that I have 100% designed here in Figma, that's what's going to go into the first release of Piixel Pieces. And then we're going to spend the week coding it up in Webflow, and then just pushing it and releasing it, and just making sure those components are at least, the top notch, as good as I possibly can make it. Because otherwise I'm never going to launch. I always have this thing of, I want to have all these different things done or what have you, but it's never going to be perfect, and I'm never going to get there because I'm always going to need to be continuously growing. So I just need to keep that in mind. So with that being said, so here's what I've done so far. So we worked a little bit on the navigation stuff. There's still a few more things that I know that I want to clean up here in the navigation. And then probably just lay out all the actual navigations that we're going to build. So we did that. We did some stuff for different blog posts and blog cards. I think there's a few more different designs that I want to do for these ones. So I was also, sorry, I should zoom in a little bit here. So I was working on some of these hero sections as well. So this is a simple one that goes kind of full width. This one's kind of very much the same here. Kind of plain one, this one with a video background. This is just kind of, I got to give these things like cool names. I'm not sure exactly what it is, because I don't want them to be just boring, like Hero 1, Hero 2. I think that's really, really boring. We want to have good names for everything. Another one here, I don't know. I just don't need to explain too much, I guess. They're just kind of like hero sections. So I was working on that. So I have those, and there might be a few others that I want to do to just design. And then this morning I was working on some call to action sections. So we have kind of your standard call to action, which has kind of everything. This one's a little bit more simplified. This one's just a subscribe form. And this one is just a 2-column one. So pretty simple stuff. So, but what should we do today? Let's, do you guys have any suggestions or any thoughts of something that you want to see me work on? Because we have lots of things that we can do. We can look at designing contact pages. We can design some footer sections. We can design some pricing tables. So you guys tell me what you want me to work on. We work on testimonials. We can work on team pages. We can work on some UI like interfaces. So yeah, I'm flexible. I am flexible. Not stretch flexible, but just flexible in terms of what I'm working on. Let's see. I think we can go, well, let's create a new page. And I know we're going to need, well, we just set it here. We can do some footer stuff. And then we're going to need like pricing. And what else did I say? I said a bunch of stuff. We can do to design some testimonials, which I'm actually not very good at designing testimonials. I think that's one of the things I have the hardest time at. Which is strange. I'm not sure why. I just don't like doing them. Product reviews. All right, let's start with doing some footer stuff. And then we can go from there. So for footer, we have, let's go here to our footer components. Oh, I'll zoom in a little bit, and the zoom is not going to zoom in the images. So we have these 3 footer components that we've built for Piixel Pieces. So at a minimum, we should just design these in Figma here so that people can have them in Figma. Right. Maybe there's a few other things we can think of that we might want to do. Okay, let's do that. So first things first, let's get a frame, F, and we want to do, oops, what happened? Did I click? I think I clicked on the wrong one. I want desktop. I guess they're kind of the same. Okay, so this is just footer. Actually, we're gonna have different ones. This is footer 1. Oop. I'd love to hear from you guys if you think, if you've seen me doing kind of growing in Figma here for the past couple weeks, if you guys think my Figma skills are at least on the up and up. Because I feel a lot better when I'm in here. I know there's still a lot of things that I still have to learn and some more advanced features, especially with actually drawing things. I haven't used like the pen tool or any of that stuff, and masking. So I think there's some more complex stuff that I still need to learn. But just in terms of creating simple like layouts and stuff, I think I've gotten the handle of it pretty good. So okay, so assets. We need a logo. So let's throw one in here. So we have a logo. Let's put it. Just want to try a different logo just for funsies. Actually, those ones are terrible. I need to work on that. Also, they are perfect. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that, Kevin. Definitely our auto layout and components are so powerful. Look more and more comfortable. Yeah, I feel comfortable, which is good. And yeah, they are powerful. I feel I almost, you know, it's at that point when you're learning, when you don't know what you don't know, and then you start to learn a little bit, and then you learn a little bit to the point where you feel like you don't know nothing, you don't know anything, and you feel like you're the worst at it ever, and that there's like kind of a world of opportunity to explore. I kind of feel like that way in terms of the things that you can do with components, and I'm really trying to figure out how you could use it efficiently to create like this whole project here, to create a document that other people are going to be able to use and also understand and be able to just jump in right away. So I'm trying to really get a good grasp on how to best use components for like just for sharing and not just for, you know, me individually, is kind of how I like to work. So I think there's definitely more things that I could figure out in terms of how components work and just how to even structure your whole projects, which is pretty fascinating. I kind of like that kind of stuff. Okay, so footer, right. So we have a footer here, and then I guess we can also, I think I have, what do I have for navigation here? Oh, let me see this here for a second. Right, I do have some nav bars, so let's just take probably this one. I think I could just copy. Excellent. Oops, what am I doing here? Just move. All right, basically I'm redoing. Let me just see what I can see here. Let's view this one. All right, just copying this one here real quick. Yeah, we got our icons there. Okay. One thing that I haven't made is a subscribe component. I feel like there's a few different ones that we might want to make. I'm just going to copy this one for now. And let's go back down here. This one here, we're going to have just the email in the footer. Keep it simple. No, that's not what I want. And down, I think that's, ooh. And then let's put this in a group actually. Fill. And this one, auto layout as well for this. There we go. Why does this have a fixed size? So this is our subscribe form. We'll just say this is just the form itself. There we go. So that should respond. Yes, it does. Okay, perfect. That's what we want. Excellent. Okay, and social media icons. Actually, before we get to that, let's finish this here. Right, we need a title. I should have probably, let's do new titles. Oh, back to here. Once I finish designing all these as well and just kind of building these up, I'll go over and adjust all the text as well. And I think that's one thing where I want to do things a little bit differently than other places where it's just dummy text or whatever. So I want to put maybe just a little more personality into the actual text that's in there, so that if you're just reading the description in some of these components, that you maybe you'll just have a chuckle or a laugh just because it's so silly. So just add a little bit more personality. I find a lot of places are just a little bit too corporate sometimes, and people have lost a little bit of the sense of fun in terms of what they do on their business. So that's just my personal take on things. Well, I totally understand. I mean, you don't want to offend anybody or whatever because you want to do business with whoever, but I still don't see a reason why you can't have a little bit of personality into your products. Join our newsletter. Did you see? I see you using dark side IMSM. Yeah, I did for some things. I can't remember when it was or if it's still on somewhere, but yeah, that was funny. The only problem I have with that one is that it just takes random lines. I guess it just has a bunch of lines in the, whatever in their database. And then when you generate like a paragraph, it just sticks a bunch of lines together and it doesn't actually flow, as in taking conversations within like Star Wars. So that's the only problem that I kind of had with it. So you kind of have to adjust things or whatever. And I think I took some stuff from Pulp Fiction as well, or Samuel L. Jackson. There's like a Sam Jackson Ipsum or whatever. So yeah, it's just fun, and you just like spot little things like, oh, that's from that movie. And I don't know, I love movies, so I love to put movie quotes and things just because it's fun. Okay, so we need to have a title, which we have here. Text. Should we? We'll probably have an H6. So it's just 20 pixels. And is that too big? I think it's good for this. And, whoa, that's not what I want. What did I just do? I think I hit Control T for new. I want just T. There we go. Enter your email address below to subscribe to literally, that's not how you spell literally. Literally the best newsletter in the world. Okay. And that is, let's just unlink that. And this is going to be actually just your regular paragraph style. And regular. There we go. Fill our neutral. Oh, that's one thing too. I'm not consistent in the colors that I'm using as well too. So I have to get consistent in that as well. In terms of what color should the headers be, the headings, what color should the text be, and well, I think that's pretty much it. Those two things. I think I've jumped back and forth. Okay. So I think for this one, we probably are going to want to wrap everything here in a nice container just so we can adjust the width accordingly. Well, let's see what we got here. Okay. Let's do a few things here on the footer aspect. Let's build that one. Okay, so we had a link. Terms of service. Oop. Should we, terms of service and privacy policy. Do we have a style, whoops, for, we do have one for links. So they're underlined. Yeah, let's, I don't know if I'd like that. Well, yeah, everything's going to be underlined in Webflow anyways. So yeah, we'll make them links. Yeah, no, that works. And privacy. Okay, go below and Shift A. And we're going to put this legal, right? And space between, I don't know, 24 seems good. Okay, and then we have, what else do we have? The address, right, address. So that was a fake address, but that's okay. So Piixel Media, or let's do Awesome Corporation. That's not going to be a link. We're going to give that one a bold for sure. We don't want it underlined. Can I use regular, like Control U to underline? Oh, I can. Cool. I think what do I have here? Are these, what's the zoom level? What's the font size? 16. Okay. Maybe things look, man, I'm getting older. I think my eyesight's going. A little harder to see that on screen for me. Okay, so that's 16 points. So we'll make everything 16 points. on the footer. Awesome corporation. And then I guess for address, I think we can do just 1, 2, 3. I don't know, whatever, Parker Street. Parker Street. Well, we'll do this because we're here. Or maybe we'll do something like this instead, like Nova Scotia, Canada, just to be, not everybody knows, postal codes or whatever for, not postal codes, but like descriptions for like NS for Nova Scotia. And I imagine many people using Piixel Pieces are going to be outside of Canada, which is totally cool. And what else did I put there? Ooh, I did this. I actually like that. City, province, and then country. And then a copyright. And copyright. What's the alt code for copyright? 02468. Nope, that's not it. Alt 2. Nope. What is the alt code for copyright? Alt code copyright. 0169. Alt, let's go here. Alt 0169. There we go. Copyright. Current date, year. And copyright actually should be regular. That one will be a little bit smaller. And probably a little bit lighter. Okay. This text like this. Not bold for you. Can I just Control B? Oh, nice. And yeah, I guess we'll start with black for now. Okay, and you guys put you in your own frame or in your own auto layout, and we're gonna call you. I don't know, company details for now. And spacing, we don't want too much. How does 12 look? Might be a little bit too much. I actually feel that 130% for the text is too much. Let's change that. Sorry, for the line height. Let's edit this. Let's try 120. Yeah, much better. A little bit too much on the spacing for my tastes. And 120%. Oh, man, guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to get this thing out the door and start actually doing like business stuff. And, and hopefully seeing how this thing works. I'm just really pumped up. So like I enjoy doing this stuff, but I feel like, okay, time to get to work here. Time to bring this out into the world and just, see what we can do, see how well we can build this thing, build the company. Okay. So join the newsletter, enter email address. and then subscribe form. Put you guys in a group. Subscribe. Just title, I guess. And we need to fixed. I think we need to. No, what is it that we need to do? This guy here. Fill container. There we go. So we have that. Rolando, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. The organization element, put the constraints pointed bottom center. That way it will be responsive. So sorry, did I forget something? So this detail, put the constraints pointed bottom center. I think that's this you mean, correct? That way it'll be responsive. Did I get that right? Oh, these constraints. Right. And then I guess we got to remove. Do we need to remove? Can we remove this one? There we go. Right. That's actually one thing that I haven't done well yet in terms of actually learning about is exactly kind of how the constraints works when you're building stuff for mobile and not. So actually, I don't even know, to be honest. I think I won't even get to doing these designs in mobile on like first release because it's just too much time. And like I know in my mind what they're going to do, so obviously we're going to make them mobile and responsive in Webflow, but probably not in Figma, at least just to start. So it's one of those things where I just got to decide what's the highest priority. But thanks for that, Rolando. Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. Okay. All right. So subscribe. Yeah, and I have that. And I think we're going to throw you guys in your own thing. So that's the whole newsletter. Okay, and this one here, I'll fill that. And I think we'll take this whole newsletter and we actually can say we don't want this to be too big. Maybe 500 pixels. And this guy here, you need to... so hug is different. Yeah, it needs to be fill. Let's get those two confused. Space between. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so we got legal and company details. Company details and legal. Whoop, don't do that. Let's throw them together. And center those things. The space above doesn't need to be too much. Oh, there we go. Something like, maybe no, a little bit more. What is this? What should I call this thing? If I use a minimal width and position the auto layout in the arrow 3 of 3. The layout will respond according to the frame. If I use a minimal W. So with, responsive. Okay. So I think I get part of what you're saying. Sorry, it's taking me a little while to figure this out. But this whole okay, this is what I'll say right now. The whole responsiveness and the stuff about actually making things within Figma like responsive, other than just simple auto layout stuff for now, I don't know anything about, and I'm basically completely ignorant to making actual whole designs responsive. And I don't even how to fit that within a frame or what have you. So I'm still so I'm not good at it at all. So, so I guess what I'm saying is that I don't want, I'm just not quite sure what that even means. Like the arrow 3 for 3. Yeah, sorry. I'm not a lost cause. I will learn this stuff eventually. I promise. But I'm just not there yet. So do bear with me. But I know there's definitely the minimum width too, which is cool. So actually this is what I want. So maybe, because this whole thing here, we're going to put this together, and this is going to be the entire, the footer. This is like the meat and potatoes. This is actually where I want this to be a specific width. Actually, there shouldn't even be, there should be a maximum width. Remove. There should probably also be a minimum width, I guess I would imagine as well too for this. Okay, and the difference between these guys. Yeah. You went out. Get back, get in there. Oh, can I not add more stuff to this? You can't add more stuff inside a component. Oh, that's kind of a drag. Shift A. Navigation. You know what? This logo is tripping me off. I'm going to just keep it at the original version for now until I make some better ones. And then yeah. It's basically kind of what we had here. Oh, except I'm missing the social media icons. I'll put that in. If you share your Figma file with me, can I make some destructive critics? Like, do you mean constructive criticism or destructive critic in terms of me butchering what you already have? Yeah, no, feel free to share anything with me. Absolutely. Just, yeah, give me some, if there's whatever it is that you want me to look for. Again, in terms of advice, I know I don't think I'm one to be dishing out any kind of Figma advice, but maybe even just in terms of the design itself, happy to talk design. But yeah, no, sure away. Happy to see everything and anything. All right. Oh, sorry, I'm so thirsty. I've started. I've been doing so much sitting down and so much just basically lack of exercise over the past like 6 months. I started playing hockey again. So yeah, I'm just so thirsty because I got back from hockey this morning. That's the point of that story. Wow, what a great story, Odom. That was amazing. Tell us more. Okay, so social media icons. What would be the best way for icons? I mean, I guess we do have. What do we do have? We have some stuff for not these alerts. Where are they? Avatars, no. Like portals, no. Where did I put it? Maybe it's your like app notification icons. I mean, so this is a question that I have. Yeah, criticism or critiques about design. Yes, absolutely. I could do that. No critiques about how the design file itself is organized, but yeah, absolutely. Okay. Right. So this is a question I have for you guys. When we're going to be reusing icons quite a bit here in various designs, I guess not even quite a bit, usually just probably in the footer and then in maybe some sections for like blog sections or whatever, like a blog post or what have you. What is the best way to organize icons or to have icons? Do you make them into a component or do you just take an icon and just cut and paste it and then call it a day? Because, so for example, we're going to have an icon here. I know, can I just, so I have icon here. Let's say, is there, like Facebook? Oh, I don't have social. Oh, I don't have the social icons. Hang on. Social. Let's have a look. Okay. Let's copy these, put them in here. Layers, icons, paste. Right. So we're going to have, this icon set does not have very good social icons, unfortunately. Yeah, these icons are not very good at all, in my opinion, for social. Okay, so the question is, right, we take this and we throw it in here. So Rolando, you're saying, oh, let me get that. You create a variable with your favorite icons. So we can create, we create variables with icons now, right? Interesting. So, let's create a new, whatever. Let's just create a new collection here. Whatever, or let's just call it icons. So we can create a variable. So how do you add icons to this variable? Because you can't have like numbers, color, string. But it would be really nice. Is it a variable or is it like a local style? And what would be an effect? An effect? No. Grid. A new grid style. Not entirely obvious to me. Right. So yeah, it'd be very great to be able to have somewhere here where I could just pull them down and say like, okay, these are the most common icons or whatever that the app uses. But so what my gut is telling me, at least for this, is to create like the icon set, like whatever, how many icons it's going to be, like whatever it's going to be all of them. Let's tidy that up. And then align and just make that into a component where I can just copy that and stick it wherever I need to. So that's my thought process with that one. And then I guess when you're in here, you can like hide and show the various icons. Oh, that actually might not be a bad idea. So we could create one huge component, not huge, but one with all the different social media icons and then hide and show depending on what you want to put in there. That might be the way to go. Until I can figure out how to make stuff with variables, which would be really cool as well. Okay. But that being said, these social media icons are no good. That's kind of too bad though, because I'd love to have similar icons for everything. Because, well, what do we got? We got Facebook, we got LinkedIn, we got Instagram. Yeah, it doesn't have X. I think that was the biggest problem, is that it doesn't have X. It has Twitter. Let's see. I don't want to. Do I want to go here? All right, this is a little bit off topic here, guys, but I'm just going to see if we can find a good icon set here real quick. Let's go to here. All right, let's sign in. Oh, geez. Social media icons. And if we can get a really good kit that's just social media, let's have a look. Ooh, actually, I saw, yeah, this one might be okay. Actually, let's look at all three of these. Can I preview? Oh, yes, preview. Just a live preview, I guess. What? Where am I? Okay, we got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. This one's still old. Still has Twitter. LinkedIn. That's no, I don't like that either. Okay, that one's not quite there. Let's close that one. Close that one. Okay, let's preview this one. What font is this? Circular. I've seen this around quite a few places now. Seems to be becoming a little bit more popular. Oh, sorry. Getting sidetracked. Typography. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, these ones look a lot better because they look like the actual icons. Yes. Yes, I like this one. Let's download this one. All right, let's throw this in our assets, icons. I can never tell. Let's just put this new, just so we can see what's what. And we can find it. Let's have a look at this one here. This one's just okay. All right, I think I like the one we got. We'll just, come on, what are you doing? Resuming. Pause. Okay, it should not take 2 hours to download 15 megabytes. All right, let's cancel that. Let's try it again. And it said I downloaded it. Of course it did. All right. Okay, now it went. Here we go. Extract. Extract. I should just read the license here. Discover the freedom to fully use. Okay, feel free to use for your creative commercial use. Unlock the full potential of this icon pack for your business venture. Sorry, maybe you can zoom in. Because I don't know. Yeah, because I'm... Redistribute. So here's the big thing here. Obviously, I can't just give away icons. But what is the legal ramifications for using these in the Figma files and also having them on Piixel Pieces as just like the SVG code or what have you? And like, I'm not selling those icons, but I'm selling a product. And I'm also like, I'm not selling the Figma file that just kind of comes with it, but I guess it's still part of what I'm selling. I think that's legal and that's fair use of something that I purchased, right? Because I'm using it to enhance what I'm building. You know, I'm not just selling the whole icon set. They will come for revenue share. That's redistribution. Yeah, I guess because it's different than, you know, if I'm using it for client work. If I'm using it for client work, from what it was saying, let's bring that up. It's just, that's okay. Yeah, please. But it says, please refrain. It says, please. So I know it's hard to monitor the stuff. Please refrain from redistributing these icons as standalone assets. So I'm not a lawyer. So I don't know anything about the legal aspects of this. I think what I'm going to have to do is probably actually just reach out to whoever created the icons that I would like to use for Piixel Pieces and then see what they say, if that's okay, or if I have to pay to get an extended license or what have you. And if not, then I guess I'll just use like a Creative Commons, you know, icon set, you know, because they have, there's a bunch of free icons out there, right? So yeah, anyways. All right, but thanks, Sam. That's good to know that it's probably, I shouldn't just go out and try to do it without talking to anybody. Yeah, Rolando, you're the lawyer here. You're the legal expert. Well, maybe not. I don't know if we're like copyright law or what have you. But yes, you can use it with no problem. That sounds good. That sounds good to me. Right. Awesome. Okay. Where were we? The icons. So we got the license. We have them in Sketch. I think, okay, Figma file. Now, Figma is always weird. I still don't even know how to really open files with them because you can't just double click, which is kind of annoying. So I think you have to import, right? So if I go home, you have to like import. It's so weird. Can I just drag this in? There it is. Yeah, maybe someone can explain to me why Figma is like that. Why you can't just like double click on a Figma file, like a Photoshop file. It's kind of annoying. You can drag it without importing. So I tried that before and it didn't work. Maybe I didn't drag it to the right spot. Like you have to drag it on the home page, or like where do you drag it? Just in here? Because if I'm on here, let's go to another. Let's just experiment here. It's got nothing better else to do. Where am I? Let's go. Icons. So is there a Figma file in here? Okay, so here's a Figma file. So in the dashboard where projects are, right. Okay, so let's go. Right. So I'm here. And if I just go here, it just imports. Cool. I mean, that's one step faster. It's still annoying because I have to actually import. It's missing a font. Okay. Well, whatever. Can't do much about that. Cool. Icons. Symbols. Symbols. What does this mean? Oh, anyways, we want to look at this one. Cool. The Adobe merge failed. So that feature. So you mean. So what do you mean when you say so? As in the actual acquisition failed, or do you mean when they tried, or they're trying to integrate Figma within the Creative Cloud service, and then that whole thing kind of just fell through? I haven't heard anything about that. So that sucks, I guess. Well, I guess it's not the end of the world. So yeah, not distributing the icons. You're giving it commercial use. Yeah. So it's definitely, yeah, absolutely. It's not, because I guess distribution is like, hey, I buy it from, person A and then I sell it to person B. That would be distributing. But if I buy something from person A and I completely work it up and create something completely different and unique, and then sell that thing to customer B, then that's a whole different thing, I guess. Anyways, that's just how I think of it. Whether that's right or wrong, I don't know. But okay, so this guy, the way this, I like seeing how this is kind of set up here, how other people set up their Figma files. So these things are all in components. So they're all in components, which means, what does that mean? How does that help me if I just want to really quickly do something? I guess I would go in assets and I would just search for like Instagram, and then I could throw that in here, and then the style could be outlined, filled original, or just original. Right. So is that the benefit of keeping these things in a component, so that you can just have access to them from the library section? I mean, I think so. But also, I guess it keeps them into the component so that we can change like the style, of course, which is good. Yeah, of course. What am I thinking? All right. So, but what I want to do though, however, is I need to take all of these social media. Where are they all? Are they all in? They're all over the place. So how do I select them all? Can I do this? I'm going to copy this. And I'm just going to create a new page, social media icons. I don't know. Do I need to create a new frame for this? I guess I don't need a new frame technically. Okay. So now it's in my project. So we had hopes that the UX was going to be more or less the same with other Adobe apps, but then the acquisition flopped. So we are stuck with Figma. So the whole acquisition flopped. Interesting. I didn't hear about that. I thought it was a done deal. Huh. But I'm really enjoying the interface here. I don't know if I like it more or less than Photoshop or like Adobe stuff. That's interesting. And I wouldn't say we're stuck with Figma. I think Figma's pretty good. I'm enjoying it anyways. Maybe there's other things I need to learn about as I get more and more involved into it that I actually hate. But if it was integrated within Adobe, I mean, it is really nice when you're working in Adobe where you can do something in Illustrator or Photoshop or Lightroom and all that stuff. And then you could also bring it into After Effects if you're doing any kind of motion graphics, which I used to do. And then from there, like you can just edit, like you can just jump through the apps, and it was pretty cool. Although the crashing always kind of sucked. So if Figma was in there, I think that would be kind of nice. But interesting. Europe got into the way. I wonder how. Is it some kind of privacy issue? I'm trying to think. What would be the cause of why Europe would have blocked it or would have had issues with it? Does it have to do with privacy? Or is it just some kind of like monopoly breakup? Like, if Adobe would buy all this stuff, then there wouldn't be as much competition? Huh. Very interesting. I guess the CEO or the founder of Figma was like, I was 20 million. I almost had a $20 million or $20 billion buyout. Okay. So footer. Right. So we need to bring in our social media icons. So let's start with Facebook. Insert that in. Perfect. I guess it's just going to be filled. There's only those two options. Okay. Facebook, Instagram. I got two different ones here. Which one's which? I think this is the one we want. Yeah, this is what we want. Instagram. And I guess X. Ooh, is that going to... there it is. I feel, is this one from the same? I don't know. That's from the same place. Let's go here. And where's X? It's probably at the... Oh, no, here it is. Oh, Twitter with the X. Yeah, it's there. That's the right one. And what else do we want? I guess we want to throw in more rather than less, I guess, because it's going to be in this component so people can kind of pick and choose. So what else do we want? We want LinkedIn. LinkedIn. Oh, that one's kind of cool too with the colors, but we'll keep it black and white. What else did I have? Oh, YouTube and that horrible TikTok app. YouTube. This is a different one. Yeah, that's not the right one. Does this not have YouTube? They must. It's got to have YouTube, obviously. Ah, there's no YouTube here. Maybe they don't consider YouTube social. Okay. Well, let's grab... I think we can grab one of these while we're here. Grab a TikTok. So is it over here? Music and video. That's probably where it's under, right? Yeah. Ooh, I wonder what... I feel like we should grab... you know what? Screw it. Let's grab them all. Wait, no, it's not... We don't need to grab all of them. Which ones would we probably use? How cool would it be when, you know, looking at an icon place, and if Piixel Pieces ever becomes super popular and super awesome, that there's people start making icons of Piixel. That'd be so cool. It'd just be like amazing. No, we don't need software. The only thing that I can think of is maybe having some design stuff here. But that's not really like a social. Like I think like Dribble, like this one. Well, maybe like Wix. Yeah, that's not something that people put in social media on their follow me on social feed. Let's copy these ones. And paste here. And let's just get rid of, actually, we'll keep the Webflow because I just might use that just for me. Okay. So we want a YouTube. I want to Dribble. I can't select. Can I select two at the same time? This one and this one. Let's copy. Let's throw that in here. YouTube. And I think this one only has filled. Yeah. What else are we missing? Any... there could be Vimeo. People use Vimeo every once in a while. I use Vimeo. So we'll throw it in there. Am I missing anything? Probably. I'm not a social media guy other than YouTube, obviously. But I do need to start getting on Twitter, which is going to be part of the marketing plan. Instagram, Facebook. That's the big ones, right? Facebook, yeah. Okay, we'll leave this like this for now. So let's actually organize them. And should we organize it in order of like popularity? I think Instagram, Facebook, Let's put TikTok. I'll put X. Then I think YouTube, LinkedIn, Dribble, and Vimeo. Okay. Social icons. And let's fill them a little bit lighter, just to match. Actually, does that look good? Should it be? No, that's hideous. That is hideous. It's not. It either should be just off black or just their actual colors. I'd probably have it that when you hover over top of them, it actually turns the real color of the app or the icon. Okay, so footer, social icons. Okay, so where do we want to throw these? These are going to go right below the subscribe form, which I think, what is this? I don't know what to call these. It's like the footer. Just I'll say details. Ugh. And you're actually. I mean, can I throw? Oh, what am I doing? This is what I want to do. I could throw you in there. But I think I want to vary the space, however, between this, the bottom of the social versus the top of it, just to provide a little bit of separation between, like, yeah, actually, ooh, I know what to do. So we have. I think we'll need to throw this in here. This is where I feel sometimes I get a little bit too, where I worry if I'm going a little bit too overboard on auto layout. So now with this one, so I can't even center. Oh, that can be centered. Okay. Here. There we go. And I actually want this same amount of space between these two. So this is going to need to be 60. There we go. That looks. Yeah, that's more a little bit more symmetrical, a little bit more pleasing to the eye. There might be some slight modifications I might want to do, but overall good. Okay. They're going to say newsletter and social on this thing here. Okay. Yeah, I might be going overboard on all these auto layout things. I'm not sure, but whatever. It looks how it needs to look. And I think once I get more knowledgeable in Figma, then we'll figure out how to make it operate, how it should operate when we're talking about building things responsive and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so this whole thing, let me just put this in a group, Control G, and so we can center this whole thing to the page. There we go. So here's our footer 1, which we need to, again, have a better name for it, but copy and paste. So let's duplicate this to make our second footer. Right, and this second footer, what do we want? Oh, sorry, hang on 1 second here. Ooh, I just got an email from 37 Signals to get early access to their campfire. I think, Kevin, that was the thing you were talking about with what Basecamp was building for their one-time only software. It's $300. That's a decent price. That's a decent price. All right. Under the organization, that way you can use schema without the problem. Under the organization, sorry, I must. Under the organization. Under the organization. Ba, 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 ba. I think I missed that. And then also the social media as part of the organization. Okay, I think I see what you're saying. Also, I can just reuse things. Right. I think I see what you're saying. First, what I didn't do is this needs to be in. I need to make this into a component set, right? I forgot about that. So we have our social media set, and I think we just basically want to add in, let's go here, different properties, show. Oh, no, hang on. Maybe I could just have Instagram. Can I do, now I'm trying to think about how this stupid stuff works. So we want to have it so that, hang on a second. I think, okay. So we want to have it so that within this component, you can just turn things on or off. So I think what I need to do is, let's just duplicate this. I think this whole thing, if I'm not mistaken, needs to be in a group. We'll just do this. Now I can make it into a component. And then so I basically, because I want this one. Oh, shit. Okay. Never mind. What am I thinking? I'm all over the place here. This is what I need to do. Okay. Actually, undo all that other junk that I did. Delete this. Right. Oh, it's been a minute. Okay, so I think I need to do this, right? Just create this. No, that's not right either. Oh, shit. No, I am wrong. I do want to create a property so that this one specifically, right, I just need to make one for all of them, I think. So if I make this here, and then this one here, I need to make this right. Select individually the icons and create a Boolean. Right. So I don't have that. So I have it selected here. Now it's not allowing me. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, just freaking. So stupid. Just forgetting where the button is. Okay, there it is. So I think we're good. Or I think I'm good. Yeah, it's this stupid icon here. Right. Create property. Like Facebook. Create property. Actually, it has show. Let's rename that. Can I edit this? I should be able to. Let me go to the whole frame. Right. I knew it wasn't that complicated, but I'd make things more complicated for myself. Create property. Right. Show YouTube. Dribble. And Vimeo. Okay. There we go. And this, we'll just call this social media icon set. So we have that here. Okay. So let's delete that. Let's get an instance here. And now, Rolando, back to what you were saying before, is the social media is part of the organization. So let me just see what I have here for these other designs. So the thing is, yeah, I don't keep them all the same on the different designs. So here I have them on the right side. And here the organization stuff is on the left. And this one here, I mean, they're all kind of together, which is okay. But then on this other footer here as well too, is I separate them out with kind of the terms and the legal stuff on the left, and then the social media icons on the right. So generally speaking, because I mean everything in design is kind of general, there's no one size fits all, is the social media icons tend to be on the right side of the screen. On the other side, I guess it depends, but I would say generally the social media icons are on the right, and then the company information or what have you is on the left. So it depends on the design. It depends on the designer, and it's no rule. And I don't think any way is better or worse. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to have different layouts and different options for people so that they can do either or. So all that being said, yeah, I don't know. That's just so I don't think what we're going to want to do is to put them all together at this stage of the game and build like one giant component where they're always together. We want to have flexibility to move it around depending on the layout. Okay, so we have this one, and then we could just do this, which is nice. I like. Missing one though of LinkedIn, which is somehow YouTube. LinkedIn, you just move up after YouTube. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. This is our second one. We need to do this for this one as well. Actually, let's just copy. No, let's get a new one. And delete that. And this is great too. So if we wanted to change the layout, we can, which is very nice. Oops, what did I do? I just deleted everything. Okay. Actually, I didn't even need to update it here because this is going to be a different one. Okay, so this one, what time is it? 11:30. Been an hour and 30 minutes. It's 4:30. Let's keep going. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Okay. So we're going to have to break things out here a little bit. You come out there as well. So we'll have our logo and our navigation. Actually, wait, what did I just do? Okay, sorry. I feel like sometimes I do things and just the way things are grouped. Footer one, everything's just named the same and looks the same. I think that's why it's throwing me off a little bit. Okay, so we have our navigation. Is the best way to do something in Figma to represent something that's going to be responsive is to just almost think of it as if you're designing in Webflow, to have an overarching div tag that's going to be the main thing. So in this case, have an overarching frame, which is going to house everything. And then when that frame goes smaller and larger, it's going to just contain everything. I feel like that's the way to go. But I'm not 100% sure. So what I mean by this is I can see this here. We're going to have to put all of this in a frame and then basically have these two things in another frame that are left and right. And then just mess around with all these other little individual pieces as well. So that means we're going to have to take this out. We're going to have to take this out. Navigation, you go here. Logo, you go here. Details, you come out, you go over here, and this one we need to left align everything, and this here as well, and this text here, and this stuff over here. Do or do not do. There is no try. That is the company slogan. Oops. Okay, what color should that be? That's a tough one. Keep it black for now. And that is the creed, company creed. All right, and we want to give this one a max width. Yeah, that's good. This one I have it a little bit. I kind of like how this one has the legal stuff kind of below. We'll throw that. Okay, stop. There we go. We'll throw that in there. Actually, you get out of there. We don't need this anymore. Get rid of that one. In fact, I feel like this copyright here on this should be the same size. Right, I actually like throwing in another link here. And how come that's not wrapping? So this should be wrapping, but it's not. This has got to be set to fill. Yep, that is why. Okay. And this legal, yeah, if I do that, that's going to wrap that way. We don't want that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and basically we have the newsletter here, except I think we want to justify things onto the left. Oh, this one's actually a little bit strange how I have this. Oh, phone number and email address. need some icons for that. So that one is interesting. So 705 555, just like every phone number, I guess, in the movies. 6782. There we go. So that is a link. I'll make it blue. But we also want to throw in an icon here. We need an icon of a phone. Where's the phone? Okay, oh, there it is. We need phone and email. Copy and paste. Excellent. So we have this here. Auto layout. This is going to be a contact details or contact phone. Space. Make it. That's actually too much. Let's go 8. Icon. Neutral. Then we're going to do the same thing. Text. Geez. Email. Will just be Yoda at StarWars.com. Shift A. Contact. Email. 8. And this here is going to be also neutral. Oh, but the text needs to be... No. The text needs to be primary. It's the icon that needs to be neutral. Nope. Okay. Let's line these up here. Now I'm just going to throw this into a component. Contact links with icons. So we can just take those out. Throw them here. Actually, we're going to put these in a group. Contact links. What is this? Oh, it's an empty frame. Let's get rid of that. Got navigation, contact links. Let's align those. Then we have our whole footer content here. Oh, we want to align them together. Oh, okay, no. think. Oh, problem. Something like this. But then we want our social media icons. We want them to align left. So this might do it. Yes, it does. Excellent. And throw logo, this one here. Shift A. This is, I'll just call it left and right for now. That's not the right way at all to go about it, but just do that for now. Come up with a better name later. So left, right. And these ones, can we just align them up at the top? Excellent. Let's bring you in here. How do I get you to be exactly 100 pixels? I guess I can do that. And we can probably throw that into a whole container. And I mean, whatever, whoops. If we give it whatever width, need to make sure that this that's not right. This is where I always get a little bit, still get confused in some parts when I'm doing this auto layout stuff. Oh, there's a big margin here. Is this why? Right, that's probably why. Okay, and then this here, if I just make this one fill, yeah, then that'll just move up. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. Still not quite right because this thing needs to understand and learn how to collapse upon this thing. Not sure exactly how to do that. Right. Make it 1,000 pixels and center the whole thing. Okay. That's not bad. What size is this? This font size looks a little bit smaller. Regular paragraph. Oh, this is large. That's why this is not looking quite right to my eyes. Probably the same thing here. Right, it's large. We want this regular. Yeah, it looks much better. Excellent. All right. So I got a couple of those done. I'm going to keep working tonight and probably do a few more footers and just keep going on creating as many components as possibly can by the end of this week. So that way we can take these and build them in Webflow and get ready to launch our product and our app, which is super exciting. All right, guys. That's it for me today. It's supper time. I could smell some good supper cooking, which is always nice. So thank you so much for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate all the support, all you guys kind of dropping in and chatting and helping me out, especially when it comes to Figma. Super appreciated. Thank you so much. And as always, I'll just be back here again tomorrow for another live stream. Until then, have yourself a wonderful evening, and I'll see you tomorrow.